In this video I'm going to show you some of the ways you can analyse report grades after each reporting session. From the main menu screen, click on Grades, then Grades Analysis Options. The Grades Analysis Options screen contains a large number of possible ways of analysing report grades. In this video, however, I'm going to deal with one of those, which is Grade Summary by Session. Click on this and then click on Interim Current Grades, which may be named slightly differently depending on how your school decides to call each report session grades. Having clicked on that, then you'll need to decide which reporting session. I'm going to click on the latest one, which is in this case Progress Check 5. Then click on Year Group. You're not able to select just a tutor group, and in this case I'm going to choose Year 11. Finally, click View Grades. Now, because there is quite a lot of information that needs to be collected together in order for this analysis to take place, the screen that follows will take a few seconds, maybe up to a minute or so, to load. Once it does so, you will see that you have got a list of subjects in alphabetical order for Year 11 in this case, a summary at the top, the number of students, the percentage who are expected to achieve 5 A's to C's including English and Maths, 5 A's to C's any subject, or 3 AA stars. And for each subject then you see the number of students, the type of exam, the number of students expected to achieve A star, A, B, etc. Or for non-GCSE subjects, the numbers likely to get level 2, pass, merit, or whatever is appropriate to that subject. On the right hand side you will see the number of students expected to get grade A star to C or equivalent, and the percentage to get A star to C. Okay, I'm going to click on one of these subject areas and show you what more we can actually do with that in terms of drilling down from subject to class to student level. But before I do so, if I just point out at the bottom here, you can print the screen as shown, and you can also get a help file which goes through much of what I'm going to explain in this video. Okay, I'm going to select mathematics as a subject. And what will now happen is that the program will load the data for each class in that subject, and this again takes a few seconds to load. When it does so, you will see all of the classes for that subject, and again the number of students, the percentage and number for A star to C, and the number expected to get each of the grades. You will also see a subject summary, and again the percentage expected to get A star to C in that subject overall. Again, you can print this. You can also from there, if you wish to, change subject, which we'll come back to later, or you can go to click all students. But for now I'm going to select one of the classes. I'll select set 2. And once this loads, you will then see all details for all of the students in that class, and we have a lot of additional columns in this particular case and some colour formatting. At the top of the screen you will see a class summary similar to what we've seen before, and you will see for each student the expected grade, the point equivalent for that, and also their average points expected in each of their subjects. Now, the residual column compares the points in this subject, in this case mathematics, with the average points overall, and if the average points are higher, as in this case, if the average points are higher than the points in this subject, the residual is negative. If the points in this subject are higher than the residual, we get a positive outcome, and colour formatting is used to indicate that. In this case, nearly all of them appear to be negative. You get the number of A star to C grades for that student, the number of A star to G, whether or not that student is expected to get 5 good grades including English and Maths, gap points, their Key Stage 2 group, high being above level 4, middle being at level 4, low being below level 4 or not applicable, meaning there are no grades, and then whether or not the student is likely to get 3 levels of progress or more in English and in Maths. On the right hand side of the screen, I need to scroll across to see all of these columns here. If the student has a code of practice level for special needs, this will be shown here. Their individual special needs, ethnicity, whether or not the child is looked after, whether or not the child has English as an additional language, and whether or not they have free school meals. These are related to things such as the pupil premium. You are able to filter the list, and for example, if I click on female, the list will reduce to the girls in that class, and I can then select, if I wish to, additional filters, for example those with free school meals. And in this particular case there's just one student concerned there. If I just clear that and go back to the original, if we now select any one of those students, and I'll select Harry Gilmore as a random student here, we will then see each of the grades for that student in all of the subjects that that student takes, and you can compare their performance in the selected subject, mathematics in this case, with their other subjects. And again, we have a summary and a print column if we wish to get a permanent report for that child. Coming back to this screen here, let's try some of these filters or rather options at the bottom. The All Classes screen allows us to see each of the students in each of the classes for that subject, and that will take a while in this case to load because we have nearly 300 students taking mathematics. And again, after that loads fully, we will see the colour formatting start to appear. And again, I can, for example, choose all the students with free school meals. And once the colour formatting has loaded fully, you can see that that's the outcome we have got. And it shows you what we've actually done in terms of filtering at the bottom here. I'll just clear that again. And this time I'm going to change to another subject. And again, I'm just waiting for this to finish loading. And I'll choose music. Now when you change subjects, it goes back to the class view in terms of the grades for each class. There's only one class in this case. If we now click on that class, again we see the grades for each student within that class. And we can go back to the all subjects list, the very first screen we saw, by clicking on that button on the left. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I hope you will find this feature will allow you to analyse the grades in an easy way and to drill up or down from subject to class to student level. Thank you very much.